Hey, what's going on? What's up, everybody? My name is Terminus, and today we're gonna watch episode 14 of Jujutsu Kaisen. We're gonna dig our heels in right into the second core of this wonderful season, of this wonderful show. I'm very curious as to what happens, who's gonna appear, right? We had a big showdown last time, a lot of amazing animation. And even though we didn't look at Sakura, I think we looked at the animation itself. We looked at the cool art style and all of that shit. Maybe we didn't. Weird, my brain malfunctions sometimes and I don't remember if I actually did what I thought I did. Swiss cheese. Swiss cheese, everybody. I'm kidding, of course, but if there's anything we didn't look at, I'm probably gonna put that to next week, or I don't know if I have anything next week, but hopefully next week, where we do look at the next episode or a couple of episodes, and then we're gonna maybe go to Sakura and look at specific scenes, unless I'll be looking back and see if there's anything I want to really highlight or not. I don't want to waste your time. Predictions. Well, first of all, the easiest prediction: tournament arc. We're gonna have a tournament arc. That is pretty fucking sure. I'm almost positive that we're gonna have a tournament arc with the big cross-school tournament coming up, and we're gonna see all of these characters that we've gotten to know. We're gonna see Maki. We're gonna see what's she called? Her sister. We're gonna see maybe even Gojo perform. I don't know if Gojo is gonna perform, but well, since it's mostly the pupils, but maybe there's gonna be an exhibition match between the bosses of the schools and the teachers and whatnot. Or at the very least, they're probably gonna do a lot of coaching, and maybe we'll have some off the ring tensions going on and whatnot. I still feel super sorry about Junpei. I don't know where he's gonna be, or if he's gonna be part of this. He can't be, right? Because at the moment he's like this blob, right? And we don't know how to turn him back, so that's the problem. We have no idea. And I can only hope that he's gonna come back, because he was teased like in the intro and we had all this cool stuff happening and whatnot. So I do really hope that he's gonna be there and that it's not one of those what could have been things, because that would be super sad. I'm really excited about seeing Yuji meeting up with Megumi and Nobara again, and seeing how they react and all of that. I'm super excited to see what tricks Yuji and Gojo will have up their sleeve for the tournament. They're probably gonna try to surprise the other school somewhat, because they want to upstage them, because Gojo has that rivalry going on where he's like, well, I don't like what you and the elders are doing there. And then there's Sukuna Steel. And he can wreak a lot of havoc at the right moment. He can be like just bursting out and being like, here I am, bitch! Do something about it! You can't! I mean, if Gojo is there, he can, and he's maybe up to par with him. But a couple more fingers and that's not how it's gonna be. Also, Gojo is not here, right, in an opportune moment, and Sukuna could kill a bunch of students or torture them, so this is a ticking time bomb that's about to go off at some point, and we don't know when, and we don't know how, because we don't know the details of the deal as well. We just know that he can just switch with him if he wants to, if the right conditions are met, but we don't know exactly what the thing is about, as far as I do remember. But yeah, gonna be very exciting. But we're gonna jump into it right now. If you are new to this, I do have a pip on Patreon. Right, you're gonna be able to do the full length on Patreon if you want to see that. If not, there is most probably like 95% chance a very well edited video, hopefully very well edited video. I'm counting on future me here. Right here on YouTube, if you want to see that. Most of you want to see the highlights anyway, right? skip around in the video, see how I react to the big moments. But I'm trying to keep as much in this as possible because I do think that a lot of people enjoy if they just get the overall experience. But yeah, the opportunity is here on Patreon. It's the lowest tier available, so go check that out if that's something for you. Also, go check out Early Access if that's something for you. For Jujutsu Kaisen here, it's normally 1 week. If I have something going, but you'll see that on Patreon anyway. If you want to join the Discord, join the Discord. It's free. You can do it whenever you want, right? It's not a Patreon perk yet. There's not a lot going on, but there's a couple of people here and there who watch my content on the regular, and occasionally I do drop some images that I'm taking, because I do have to do thumbnails, so I'm taking like most of the time 10 to 20 images of an episode that I found really poignant, really cool looking, maybe have crazy art style, or have some kind of amazing framing, if I can find it. Most of the time I can in these shows, and you'll see me posting those occasionally and just giving a couple of comments of how I liked the episode and what I thought about it, and what I liked especially is on the aesthetic side especially, and all of that. But you can drop in. We do have forums for every show. You can just give your opinion or even hold discussions with other people if you're interested, in terms of like spoiler discussions and whatnot. As long as you spoiler tag that, I'm not gonna read them. Yeah, it's an offer, right? But let's get to the video. Oh, this looks like the mountains or something. Is this an onsen? Oh, okay, it's Juga. Why does it look so tiny? It looks like he's smoking a fucking brain. What the hell is going on here? Oh no. Oh no. Not the surprise Maito dick. Oh, so he had to regenerate, right? Holy shit, the toy. How fucking cruel. Interesting. So it's not as straightforward as this. But would he do it? Right, this is not in his character. He would be like, he's suffering more. Suna's getting more and more, right? This is your king, this is your Johan. Can they even be wiped out? I mean, they're representation of concepts. Alright, so a martyr. Ooh, okay, so that, yeah, they're hesitant to give it to him. Goto is crazy. One crazy motherfucker. I still wonder what Geto actually wants out of that. Like, what's in it for him if the curses reign supreme? He's a human. I mean, he's their friends, but oh, new intro! Heck, to the window. Very interesting. What drugs are you on about again? Nice focus, Paul. Yes, bro, this guy is a child. Yeah, Yoshino has a finger inside of him, okay. Or did they mean like in his house? He's got the thing. Oh god.
ののみんもいる。早くみんなのとこ行こうぜ。ワクワク。
Oh no, I'm so sorry, Nanami. Those two goobers, holy shit. No, don't leave it to him, whatever you do, please. They will be mad. I don't know what to say to that. Nanami's gonna fucking blow up. She begged for it. Or are they coming to us? He was gonna go tourism mode. Alright, Utah's strong. Good to know. Ooh, alright. Group pulling up. Maya, exactly, that was her name. Zodo. She wants all the Kyoto food. Mekamaru. Noritoshi. Careful what you say, Noritoshi. About age being irrelevant. Ooh, she's in it too. Okay. Niva, Kasumi. Interesting that her name contains the word Hime. Oh no, he's gonna... Interesting reaction, by the way. I already shipped them. This is gonna go over very badly. Yeah. I think you tricked them. Yoshinobu. Explain this now. They are mad. I mean, you might not be for long after the beating Nobara gives you, okay? 2 days, alright. Group battle? Alright. Okay, we got like weird sports festival vibes, alright. So you purposefully release spirits that could harm people. Something tells me some curses will be involved that were not planned. Oh, let's form some strategy here, right? Him and Maki will be an unbeatable team.
東堂と戦ってるめぐみが言うんだ。信憑性はある。面白い。
I mean, you're gonna work together pretty well.
スクナの器、虎杖裕二は殺せ。あれは人ではない。上にすべて事故として処理する。遠慮も躊躇もいらんぞ。
やだな。彼死なないからここにいるんですよね。
さっきの虎杖の死は自死だと聞いておる。敵対術師にとどめを刺すとき気をつけねばならんことは。
But he's not hostile.
呪力で殺します。他者の呪力でしっかりとどめを刺せば何の問題もない。
I think you're making yourself a little bit too easy on that one.
スクナが出てこなければただの一回生だ。くびるのは勝手にやってる。戻れ東堂。学長の話の途中だ。
Nah.
知事から散歩番組に高田ちゃんがゲスト出演する。僕がすればいい。戻れ。なめてんのか。
そこかよ。
じいさんもよく聞け。女の趣味の悪いお前らには当の昔に失望してる。謀略策略勝手にやれ。
He doesn't want a plot and scheme. Alright, he's like, I'm out. Scheme on your own. I like that.
どうせあいつ東京陣営まっしぐらだもん。勝手に暴れてくれるなら私たちはゲームに専念すればいいんじゃない？
でも私たちは虎杖裕二を殺さなきゃでしょ。
You don't have to. He didn't threaten with any punishment.
そうなると東堂を監視し、虎杖裕二にとどめを刺す役が必要だな。
私は嫌だ。
高専に所属する呪術師の中に虎杖裕二のような半端者がいるのは有識事態。
Half witch, alright.
𝗠𝘂𝘀𝗶𝗰として見過ごせん。
Bro judges him based on one interaction he had with him.
虎杖君と犬巻君が一緒にいたらどうするの？呪言師を前にガン首揃えるのは少しリスキーだよ。最悪一網打尽にされちゃうんじゃ。
いや、あれは来ると分かっていればそこまで怖いものじゃない。
マキは私にやらせて。
Yeah, of course.
の1年も。
東堂と同レベルだよ。
それで話って？
あ、なんで切れてんの？
別に切れてないけど。
高専に呪詛師、あるいは呪霊と通じているやつ。
There's an insight man
ありえない。
or woman.
呪詛師ならまだしも呪霊と。
そういうレベルのが最近ゴロゴロ出てきてんだよね。本人は呪詛師とだけ通じてるつもりかもしれないけど、京都側の調査を歌姫に頼みたい。
Yeah.
私が内通者だったらどうすんの？
歌姫弱いし、そんなどうしようもない。
Holy fucking shit. Bro's like, you're weak.
私の方が先輩。
Okay, that's sexist. I mean, she was a little bit hysteric.
虎杖。大丈夫か？ああ、なんか大役っぽいけど、なんとかなんべ。そうじゃねえ。何かあったろ。は？なんもねえよ。
Yeah, he can see it.
あった。けど、大丈夫なのは本当だよ。むしろそのおかげで誰にも負けたくねえんだわ。
Gotta get stronger.
俺も割と
Yeah. They got the same attitude right now.
あっしょー。コテンパンにしてやんのよ。マキさんのためにも。
そういうのやめろ。
そう、マキのためにもな。
そういうのやめろ。
As if she's dead, right? For Maki's sake.
じゃあまあ。勝つぞ。
何仕切ってんだよ。
Alright, outro, ED. Yeah, okay, interesting, very emotional, very calm. And we still got the scrolls, but this time it's Kuna into fucking onsen. Oh, okay. Of course, Todo needs to get his thing. And Todo's just standing there, he's like, this is great. Oh no, he's just watching it on TV, what the fuck? I thought he wanted to go on site or something. Okay, it makes sense, he probably wouldn't be allowed there, but... Oh, we get some fighting next time, nice. Group Battle 1. Alright, let's talk about it. Okay, not really a ton to say about this one, right? Let's go a little bit through it, talk it out. There's a couple of things that we can actually be sure about when it comes to this, and that is the kind of goals we have going into this. And it was pretty clear-cut. I actually didn't expect it to be this clear-cut. But yeah, let's take it from the top. Boom, let's get it on the screen. We have a little thing with our villains where I'm like, yeah, okay. Little funny moment, all of that, right? We do see their quirkiness again, but the main aspect is, first of all, they need to regenerate when they have this thing going on, especially Jogo here. I don't know how it is with Mahito, because he is more like soul-shaping thing, but they have to regenerate. What I'm asking here mainly is, like, they're like, we want to fulfill our goal, even if we die and Sukuna actually survives. So, I do assume, yes, they can be exorcised, but all of these fears, right? The fear of, or the negative emotion that forms together when humans actually clash, in case of Mahito, or natural catastrophes in the case of Jogo here, would, by the way, make sense if Jogo was less powerful than Mahito, for example, because in our modern day and age, we are not that afraid of volcanoes and shit, and mountains necessarily, right? It's more at the fringes, and we're not as, right, as fearful of that or hate it as much as like in previous ages. So I would assume that the animosity that's going on between humans is a lot more prevalent than whatever Jogo specifically represents, although he can, of course, in addition to like his natural disasterness, also take in all of these things that we associate with volcanoes and whatnot, right? Explosion, anger, aggression. But yeah, nobody's to say that he represents the mountains necessarily, but it was kind of put that way when we learned about what Mahito was saying about the natural disaster curses. Either way, wouldn't they just reform at some point? Or is that then basically, in the world of Jujutsu Kaisen, is it basically like, okay, if this one is exorcised, even if something reforms that is also a representation of the same concept that we have here, in this case, for example, mountains, all the negative stuff associated with it, then it would be a different entity, right? It would be a different person altogether. A different curse individual. I do wonder. And like I said, I don't know what Geto's game is in this. I know Geto had a confrontation with, I think, Todo. Or Todo was involved in it to some degree. But, yeah, the interesting thing is we still don't know who the infiltrator is inside of Jujutsu Tech, right? So we gotta be really careful, because while Geto is a negative curse user, right? And I'm very curious about what curse users actually have as a motive. Because he's clearly working with these high-profile cases together. He's got a plan and whatnot, so he's got to have an end goal of this is where I want to be when my plan is fulfilled, right? And I do just not see the vision that the curses have, where the curses live as basically as humans, right, in a society of curses, because they are pure and don't hide their nature, right? I don't see Geto being in this vision, so I do wonder if, first of all, what he tells the curses what his goal is, and also if that is the truth, or if there is some kind of other goal that's behind all of that. That he is following, where he's like, yeah, I'm using these curses, right, for my own benefit, but once I've gotten what I wanted and I don't need them anymore, maybe I'll get rid of them as well. I don't know where his power level is, so I'm also not sure where he falls in the hierarchy. He acts very standoffish and arrogant, so it does seem to me like well, first of all, he is the strategizer, right? He is the one making the plans here. Mahito is basically a little kid in terms of like his development, and Jogo is way too out of control, crazy, chaotic, and has way too much of a temperament to actually make a proper plan. So he's definitely the strategist, but the question is, how is he in terms of like the power level, and how did he get all those Sukuna fingers, right? I mean, they can sniff it out as curses, right? But very, very curious. Yeah, we're talking a little bit about whatnot. Yeah, I mean, Sukuna would have never healed this guy, even if Yuji would have been like, please do it. Gojo being a fucking moron and absolute menace is insane. We're talking about this intro at the end of this, by the way. Maybe I'll even do like a specific intro reaction or whatnot. Very interesting focus on the clock as well, by the way. Group Battle 0, we're gonna set it up. Nanami is annoyed as fuck. I was like, holy shit. Poor fucking Nanami being stuck with those two goobers together. But at the very least, then somebody else's problem now. Yeah, Nobara was funny too, because she wanted to go sightseeing and whatnot. See, these are the moments that they're not high profile, right? These are not like big, oh my god, there's something happening moments, but these are moments where you're like, yeah, this is nice, right? I'm enjoying the slice of lifey parts of this, and we have little pieces and crumbs of information thrown in there, right? We'll get to know people and their personalities. Maybe we'll go through them piece by piece. Let me see. When we start introducing people, I don't even know when we start introducing people. Maki, we know Maki, we know Todo. We even know some of their reputations, right? Wait, let me do it like this. Otherwise, copyright's gonna get me on the discussion. That would be terrible. Okay, she has a crazy fucking haircut. Like, holy shit. Like a broom on both sides. She looks like very witchy, right? This is a character I would assume I'd find in Little Witch Academia or something. Nishimiya Momo. No, not more information, alright. Mr. Robot Dude, who reminds me of Kamui Woods from My Hero Academia, is Ultimate Mekamaru. Second year. Mr. Ages Irrelevant is Kamonori Toshi. Third year. I will not remember all of these names, but with time, right? With time. He's never opening his eyes, so I do wonder if he has kind of like sonar abilities or some shit. Or he's in some Zen meditation, never open my eyes, kind of full concentration craziness a la, whatchamacallit, the dude from Kill la Kill. He knows bloodlines, but he's very conceited, right? He saw Yuji one time and he was like, this trash can't be a sorcerer, and I'm like, bro, you don't even fucking know him. We gotten to know you already, Mrs. Miwa Kasumi. She's the second year who was really excited about meeting Gojo. And then we do have our semi-first grade sorcerer. Okay, semi-first grade. What the fuck is a semi-first grade? So she's somewhat on one level with Nanami. Iroi Utahime. Interestingly enough, she has Hime in her name, which I think is called is princess. Like Shirayuki Hime, something along those lines. I could be wrong, right? And she's like, so where is that idiot? And she already hates Gojo, and I'm like, yeah, this could be something. It doesn't have to be, but this could be something, right? Some tension, going on between the two of them. There might be some. I mean, you see that reaction of her, like, and she's like, oh, this idiot. But that immediately gives you that. Well, at least if you follow the trope, gives you that feeling there might be something going on between them in the future. this poorly done joke. Holy shit, this might be perfect for a thumbnail, right? It's one of those so you basically have to go I don't know how the thumbnails go. I don't know how it looks, but yeah, this might be very, very funny. Either way, Gojo reveals immediately that Yuji is alive to everybody present, so he's basically rubbing it into the principal's face. I forgot the name of the fucking principal. How was he called? Yoshinobu. Gakukanji Yoshinobu. Yeah, the president of the other school, the Kyoto school, and he's like, what the fuck, he's alive? And Gojo's like, well, too bad, old man. And this is why he wants him dead, right? I mean, yes, also afraid of like Sukuna's vessel, whatever, right? Much like the elders, but he's also like, fuck this Gojo dude. And this is literally why he wants him dead. And I think it's so fucking petty. I mean, maybe there's more reason to it, and we'll find that out. But at the moment, he appears so fucking petty, this guy. We have our tournament, which is nice, right? We need to exercise curses and whatnot. A little slice of life scene with like a couple of back and forths where we get to know the people that Nobara and Megumi already gotten to know. Maki and Yuji will work well together, like I said. Maki, she looks so fucking amazing. Her design is top notch, right? S tier. And he's like, go kill him. Like, look, dude, I understand that you're a little bit petty and maybe you have your good reasons for whatever, but aren't you literally playing into people, like into the curse's hands? Aren't you literally playing into the bad guy's hands by trying to kill this guy who could be super, super important for your cause? Right? Aren't you like one of those people who's like, alright, better we're safe and taking care of our security and whatnot, and he's very, very like by the book safe, whatever. And then in the end, because you didn't take that leap and did that whatever promotive thing you were doing, now you're suddenly at the point that you're in deep shit and you better would have done the thing you should be doing, whatever you should have been doing to develop your team, to develop whatever. Now you're in deep shit, right? And the one thing that might be your trump card, you already killed it, right? Or even the thing, right? That's also the thing, right? I mean, he doesn't know about that, but he already, by putting them under so much pressure and putting them into a situation where Yuji would have been killed, literally caused his potential own trouble later on when Sukuna can actually appear out of the blue, because he revived Yuji with that deal, right? So he's playing into Sukuna's hands by basically trying to get rid of the danger, which is like just the classic, I don't know, the classic problem with like this kind of morality where you're like, we need to. It's like going to a baby and being like, this baby has the potential to be a serial killer. We gotta get rid of it. The baby somehow survives and becomes a serial killer because you tried to kill it. That's the kind of vibe you're spreading here. Like, holy shit. And I do like that Todo is like, I'm out. Look, you want me scheming? You're gonna be scheming on your own, okay? Fuck this shit. I'm doing my own stuff. And I do like that. I mean, he's not outright saying it. Todo is always seemingly around the bend and using his weird eccentricities to actually put them up as a front, but he is clearly stating that, leave me the fuck alone, leave me alone out of your fucking business with being all sneaky and trying to kill a normal ass fucking person. Also, all of them are fucking underestimating Yuji. They think he's just a chump. They will regret that. Interesting that he trusts her. Interesting that he trusts her. Somebody working with curses. Curse user and working with curses. And she's supposed to investigate Kyoto. But Utami is like, why do you trust me? I could be the traitor. He's like, nah, you're weak. But I don't think he means it like that, right? He trusts her because he trusts her. Very cool. That is a cool shot with like our focus being on his back, right? On him. And we're coming up to him. Megumi immediately knows something happened. And I do hope that they get the chance to actually talk about it. I mean, he says like, it's fine, right? But we're in a situation, right? If you're in a social situation like that, if you're like, okay, we gotta get amped up, we gotta get our team ready, right? It's going down. Yeah, then you're just like, you know what? Let's talk about it later. And I do hope they're gonna do it. Because this is like, both of them are motivated because of this incident that happened. Well, for him, the incident with Yuji, even if that experience might have been slightly cheapened by him actually being alive, but at least I think Megumi's just glad he's alive. And he's like, we ain't never gonna let something like this happen again. And Yuji is on the same page with that because he had literally on the same page because he had a potential junior who got fucking caught in the crossfire and he wasn't able to save him. What a team. What a team. Holy shit. It's gonna be interesting. This is gonna be so interesting. I have a little joke and an emotional ED, which I really like. Her being like, don't film me. Don't film me. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna go on to the next one soon. I do hope to see you there. It's been a very interesting start, and we've set up the battle lines. We know where most of the people stand, right, and how most of the people want to act, what their goals and aspirations are. And we'll see where this leads us, because yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one for fucking sure.